Goedemorgen, goedemorgen, bon dia, good morning en welkom bij een nieuwe editie van uw ochtendprogramma Mamanten Taki. Op deze dinsdag van 11 maart, deze regenachtige dinsdag van 11 maart 2025, heet ik u van harte welkom bij dit programma en gaan we zoals altijd weer een gevarieerd programma aan u presenteren. Alvorens we daarmee starten, ga ik eerst over naar de muziekbreak. Tot zo. De muziekbreak, u kijkt nog steeds naar uw ochtendprogramma Mamanten Taki. We gaan dus over naar de actualiteiten, want we zien dus dat gisteren toch wel iets noemenswaardigs zich heeft voorgedaan, waarbij dus de minister van Bibes, de heer Albert Ramdien, is gekozen bij acclamatie als de nieuwe secretaris-generaal van OAS. Wij voeren u terug naar de verkiezingen die dus werden gehouden in Washington gisteren. En ik merk dat er hoogstwaarschijnlijk nog even een technisch probleem is. Als ik even de instructies mag opvolgen. Oké, ik merk dat het dus nog in principe niet zo goed daar gaat achter, maar in ieder geval, wij voeren u als het goed is straks dus terug naar het moment waarbij dus onze eigen minister van Bibes wordt of is gekozen tot de secretaris-generaal van OAS, waarbij de verkiezingen dus gisteren in Washington zijn gehouden en waarbij dus duidelijk is aangegeven tijdens deze ceremonie waarom hij is gekozen bij acclamatie. Als het goed is, denk ik dat we nu goed zijn. Yes, we voeren u terug.
Representative of the Pan American Health Organization. Now, I have the honor of offering the floor to the Secretary General-elect, Ambassador Albert Ramdien.
Good afternoon. I believe the offer of my colleague from Suriname to go for cocktail, I think we all feel like that. So I'll try to keep it as brief as possible. Let me begin by recognizing Mr. President of the 56th Special General Assembly, Your Excellency Alberto van Klaveren, Minister of Foreign Affairs of the Republic of Chile. I can say goedemiddag en dank voor de uitstekende leiderschap. I'll come back to that, don't worry. Mr. President of the Permanent Council and the Preparatory Commission of this special session of the General Assembly, Ambassador 𝗠𝗠𝗔𝗡𝗡, Permanent Representative of the Plurinational State of Bolivia, Ministers and other heads of delegations of the Member States of the OAS, Secretary General Mr. Luis Almagro, Deputy Secretary General Ambassador Nestor Mendes, distinguished permanent representatives to the OAS, permanent observers, representatives of the Inter-American System, especially the Director of the Pan-American Health Organization, Dr. 𝗧𝗔𝗞𝗜 Barbosa, representatives of international, the distinguished Minister of Foreign Affairs from Chile, a good afternoon and appreciation for his leadership in Dutch, being the official national language of the Republic of Suriname. And why did I do that? It's simply because this small exchange of greetings in Dutch signifies the diversity that exists within our hemisphere. Our hemisphere is comprised of states characterized by people with different languages, different cultures, customs, art, religion, ethnicities, countries with different histories, some with shared history, some with varying governance systems and legal frameworks, large, medium, to tiny economies, and a multitude of other different challenges. Señoras y señores, sin embargo,
Ladies and gentlemen, however, the fundamental principles of the Organization of American States are our unifying, driving force. Despite our differences, ultimately, they create a better place for our people in unity, a better continent. Let us not allow us as a hemispheric community to be divided. Our strength finds its origin in being one, to find solutions. In this unity, barriers are weakened, and our force is unstoppable.
Historic moment for me, for my country, Suriname, and the region we are part of, the Caribbean community, also called CARICOM. Mr. Chair, I would like to start by thanking the heads of government of the Caribbean community for their unwavering support, but also their active engagement to make today an historic day for all of us. The Caribbean community has proven to be united, well organized, enabling us to assume this leadership at the highest level of the Organization of American States. Allow me to recognize the important work done by the 4 CARICOM Deputy Secretary General. First of all, Ambassador 𝗠𝗠𝗔𝗡𝗡 of the Republic of Barbados, Ambassador Christopher Thomas of the Republic of Trinidad and Tobago, someone called by the name of Albert Ramdin of the Republic of Suriname, and our dear friend Ambassador Nestor Mendes of Belize. In these 40 years, meaningful contributions have been made to the purpose and goals of the Organization of American States. Today, as many have mentioned before, is the first time since the inception of the Organization of American States that the Secretary General hails from a member state of the Caribbean community. I am honored and thankful that I have received your trust to make this moment happen. This signifies, in my view, not only an historic moment, but also a welcome opportunity to foster closer collaboration and strengthen the multilateral framework between all the sub-regions in our hemisphere. My dear friends, Mr. President, of course, I would not have been here if it was not for the support I received throughout my career from the following Surinamese heads of state, and I'd like to mention those. First of all, His Excellency President 𝗠𝗠𝗔𝗡𝗡, who facilitated my entrance in regional diplomacy by supporting my nomination as the Assistant Secretary General of the Caribbean Community in 1999. His Excellency President Rinaldo Ronald Venetiaan, who nominated me for the position of ASG in 2005 and 2010. And most recently, His Excellency President 𝗠𝗠𝗔𝗡𝗧𝗘𝗡, who initiated and supported the process enabling me to stand here today. And I'm grateful for the trust all these remarkable leaders have performed in their own right. I also want to express my gratitude to my dear colleagues, Ministers of Foreign Affairs of the Caribbean Community, who for the past 2.5 years have been with me. Each and all of you have stood with me, advised and encouraged me. Our permanent representative in the Organization of American States have been hands-on and very practical in making sure that I was up to date regarding important developments in the Organization of American States. So thank you very much to the permanent representatives in this organization, all of you. Mi gran aprecio a los colegas y amigos.
I appreciate my colleagues and friends of all of the Americas. I thank you for your ideas and your commitment to the OAS because they help us focus on the challenges that we have before us and to seek out new opportunities. Your commitment and vision have been invaluable because they enabled us to strengthen and consolidate dialogue and unity. Together, we have forged a path of cooperation that's unbreakable, with the active participation of the voices of the Caribbean nations. Working together, we will be better positioned to keep the OAS relevant and to work toward common progress.
Paraguay. Our friend, Minister Rubén Ramírez Lezcano, for accompanying me, we both on this very interesting exercise of what I call hemispheric democracy. And I thank Paraguay for joining consensus today. And I really appreciate the fact that with that position, we unite ourselves as a full hemisphere. This is what we need in this hemisphere. So thank you very much, Paraguay, for joining this consensus. Now, last but certainly not least, I thank my family, not only my immediate family, Charmaine, and our two daughters, Amy Karina and Anu Stvs, for their invaluable support, their inspiration, and yes, also, as all diplomats know, patience, because we are often not there when we have to be. So thank you very much for that. I include in my thanks my siblings who through their care and understanding and constant interest in my well-being formed me. My ultimate and endless gratitude, respect and appreciation goes to my parents who instilled within me the critical but inspiring and beautiful values and norms of honesty, of respect, sense of community and solidarity, hard work, and so much more to become a responsible and active citizen in service of the needs of people and my country and beyond. These important contributions from esteemed colleagues, friends, and family, without any doubt, will guide me as I embark on this new journey of service with humility and honor. Ladies and gentlemen, what we have showcased here today in this special session of the General Assembly is a true attribute to the power of unity, of solidarity, and collaboration that exists in our hemisphere. I have experienced this as a collaborative diplomacy at its best. We have demonstrated that we do share common goals and values, and that we have a common resolve. This moment signifies to me that our collective strength lies in our ability to work together. And I'm sure that together we can and will transform this organization and the hemispheric future in meaningful ways. Our Americas, those are all independent nations together, represent a geography and diversity with strengths in values, in norms, and inspirations that hold a great potential to provide a peaceful and prosperous life to our people. I believe that we have to commit to apply those assets actively in our collective resolve. Mr. President, distinguished ladies and gentlemen, we realize that we exist in challenging times, a constantly and rapidly changing world, and as we face the challenges of the present and look towards the future, I believe it is imperative that we listen to each other, understand our different perspectives, if possible, accept those, while looking for and finding common ground. This is what a Secretary General hopes for, and as you all have expressed support to me, I hope that you're on the same path with me as well to find that common ground, to take things further, not backwards, not divisive, but united. That common ground we find in our aspirations of integral development, multidimensional security in our communities, governance based on rule of law and democratic principles, respect for human rights. These exist in unison. They are not separate from each other. Without one, the other cannot be fully attained. Multilateralism is, in my view and experience, the most important tool to achieve the necessary intergovernmental collaboration to meet the collective needs of our people and serve the needs and interests of our member states. Señoras y señores.
Ladies and gentlemen, in a world that's quickly evolving, the foundation of a strong democracy continue to be the cornerstone of freedom, justice, and human dignity. Democracy is a commitment to principles of equality, active inclusion, and participation, the rule of law, and state institutions that are effective and resilient. In my opinion, we must educate future generations about the importance of democratic values, for them to understand the rights and duties that fall to them as responsible and active citizens, and the importance of sound and solid democratic principles joined with good governance and strong, independent institutions, all of which are important to protect our rights. Promotion of social justice and keeping peace and stability.
Marked by the rapid population growth, industrialization, transnational crime, technology booms, and environmental change, the need for integral and sustainable development has never been more urgent. Let us play a role in that as well. The environmental challenges with the climate crisis and many more at the forefront have to be adequately and properly addressed, not only in development agencies, but also in the political discourse, which we so often will have over the coming period. Addressing poverty, promoting education, advancing gender equality, and ensuring that every person has the opportunity to thrive should all be part of our collective and individual integral development policies. The aim being that the benefits of progress are to be shared by all, leaving no one behind, while creating a world where future generations can live healthier, more fulfilling lives, free from the burden of social and/or economic inequality. We, governments, businesses, civil society, and individuals have all a role to play in achieving these objectives. Sustainable development is the pathway to a future of economic prosperity, healthy, safe, secure environments, and equitable societies. It is the blueprint for a hemisphere where progress is measured, not just in terms of wealth or growth, but in the health and the well-being of the American people and our planet. And as we look to the future, Mr. President, ladies and gentlemen, let us embrace the principles of sustainability, not as a choice, but as a responsibility we must fulfill for the generations to come. Ladies and gentlemen, I will need input from all of you, and some of that I received today already. So thank you very much for that. To make the OES live up to what we all endorsed it to be. First of all, a strong, well-organized, effective, recognized, and respected institution that is an honest broker in times of conflict. Secondly, a facilitator of development and growth through proactive actions and collaboration of all stakeholders. And ultimately, a contributor to the well-being and welfare and safety and security for all citizens and future generations in the Americas. I know as no other that it requires tough leadership, because it's not going to be easy, and diplomatic skills to foster dialogue and resolve disputes between the various social and political stakeholders with differing interests in an environment with as many dichotomies as we have in our hemisphere. A hemisphere where we depend on each other, because no country alone, and I repeat, no country alone can solve all the problems effectively within its own borders. We must stand in solidarity with each other and mobilize all capabilities of the Secretariat, the Inter-American System, and other relevant sub-regional organizations, the private sector of the Americas, and build efficient partnerships as we execute this new agenda for the future. I want to thank Secretary General Luis Almagro for his insights, his vision, and contribution, and I look forward to working with him during the transition. I also thank Secretary General Nestor Mendes for his dedicated work, as well as the hardworking, experienced staff of this organization for their contribution, and I look forward to working with them to achieve the goals. I salute Member States representatives for their invaluable insights and commitment in name of their respective countries to develop and approve policies and support initiatives to realize our dream for the Americas. I count on a strong, active, and trusted relationship as we identify and execute the way forward. To the permanent observers and our partners in the Inter-American System, the Inter-American Development Bank, the Pan-American Health Organization, IICA, and other institutional frameworks of the Inter-American System, I say, let's join hands and mobilize our capabilities to align agendas and serve the needs of the people of the Americas. This is something certainly going to the Summit of the Americas in the Dominican Republic will be one of the issues to be brought forward to have a more effective institutional architecture within the Americas. We have many institutions, but we can improve collaboration between the institutions and create one agenda going forward, and everybody plays their role in that. And as I stand here today, my commitment is absolutely to serve all member states of this organization. I'd like to reiterate that our collective strength lies in our ability to work together. Distinguished colleagues, as I said, one cannot do this alone. Some of you said that already. Unity requires collaboration, more specifically, dialogue, consultation, and collective resolve around the table in this room, even when we have different viewpoints. I believe that every crisis brings an opportunity, which we must capitalize on. I am absolutely invigorated by the support received from many all over the world and look forward to a very productive and effective time together. Les hago, señoras y
Ladies and gentlemen, let me offer a call to you to see this moment.
Yes, en zo brachten wij u terug dus naar de verkiezingen in Washington van OAS, waarbij dus onze eigen secretaris-generaal, de heer Albert Ramdien, is gekozen. Vanuit deze plaats feliciteren wij ook gewoon natuurlijk van de nationale zender, de Stvs, de heer Albert Ramdien met deze mijlpaal. Nou, na deze actualiteit gaan we dan weer nu even over naar de muziekbreak en dan ben ik zo bij u terug. Yes, en na de muziekbreak zijn we weer terug in uw huiskamer. U kijkt nog steeds naar uw ochtendprogramma Mamanten Taki. Afgelopen zondag heeft dus de Nationale Partij Suriname zijn congres gehouden, waarbij zij dus hun 51 DNA-kandidaten dus hebben gepresenteerd. Wij voeren u terug naar het moment waar de voorzitter van de partij, de heer Gregory Rusland, de mensen toesprak.
Oil and gas de belangrijk bika aji uno wa okasi voor dat de big problemen zat die dan de abi. Maar dat is niet alles. Bika oil and gas we abi voor gebruiking voor zorgen dat we ontwikkelen sector in de economie. Voor zorgen dat op basis van de economie voor uno het er stabiel wordt. Dat inderdaad ook kan creëren werkgelegenheid in Suriname voor Apamburoko, goede inkomsten, zodat we terug kunnen gaan naar minstens die situatie onder de regering Philip Schaar. Waarbij in 2010 maar met de staat voor mijn beide is het op 5 en 7% leningen, maar ik kan beide waar je elkaar, maar ik kan door de secundair, al die mooie dingen die toen er waren. Er was perspectief voor investeringen die belangrijk zijn. Bika en naar investering, in productie. Dan pa, je creëert een goede situatie die is stabiel. Dan leg je dat ook op. Als je bij een zin hebt children, dan moet je dat geld verdienen. En je neemt in money. Ieder man in een fiets of een McDonald's. En in sommige gevallen schrijft awani. Je moet meer gaan werken, harder gaan werken, meer verdienen. En dat moet het land ook doen. Om te kunnen voldoen aan al die dingen die wij moeten laten gebeuren in het land. Maar tegenover, wij gaan via ons verkiezingsprogramma, wij gaan via de huis-aan-huis-bezoeken, wij gaan via de vergaderingen die nu zullen volgen, meer informatie geven aan het volk. Maar waar het om gaat is, als volkomen lopen aan de politiek organisatie nodig in de contrefunu. En ze moeten kijken in wie zij het vertrouwen hebben dat hun leven beter zal kunnen worden. En ik roep anderen maar op. Nog een lopen leiders van Jersey. Die kan je van mijn Jersey naar de mannen doen next to me. Ga ik niet voor hem kiezen. Lopen leiders, lopen politiek organisatie in staat voor dat werken op een deskundige passie. Kan job ontwikkelen, kan job op betere divisie. Daar moet het volk naar kijken. En dat is de taak van ons allen om het veld uit te gaan om die boodschap over te brengen aan het volk. En ik ben er zeker van dat dit ook op eensgezind. Want dat zal belangrijk zijn de komende dagen. Hoe Abu-kandidatenlijst. Ik roep elke kandidaat op. No man heeft brokken, no man kandidaat. Om stemmen te trekken voor zichzelf. Het belangrijk op het moment die zie NPS moest nog worden een partij in de congress. Daar gaan we voor. En dat betekent all hands on deck. We zien een prominent wasma. Zorg dat je join us man. If a spy to us and the probeer voor progresma. We lopen voor je kan ondersteunen. Voor zorgen dat de activiteit en de worden succesvol. Omdat de doen dat ik geloof en ik ben ervan overtuigd dat de Spannen wij zijn in staat om op 26 mei de grootste partij te zijn in Suriname. We gaan even doen. Organiseer dus, want ik ben soms nog ontevreden over de manier hoe onderafdelingen performen. Hoe afdelingen performen. Laten wij de komende dagen ervoor zorgen dat ik afdeling van nodig. If one afdeling afdeling van nodig van de afdeling. Stroom het niet voor, actie. De proces dat mij komt op de reden, maar ik moet zien. Iedereen die bezig is, mogen van mij weten, dat weten de afdelingen ook al van mij. If you net doen, dan wordt het op een bovenfassie in uw district. En smadde in dat district zijn nodig niet uit. Die activiteiten zijn dingen organiseren. Niet ik kom. Omdat overal elke NPS'er die bezig is, de ondersteuning moet hebben van de partij. Partijgenoten, ik denk dat de NPS aan het begin staat. Aan het begin staat van een nieuwe glorie als partij onder zeer moeilijke omstandigheden in het land. En ik herhaal, wij zeggen niet dat we in 100 of 200 dagen alles gaan oplossen. Maar met het volk, met alle MPS'ers, met alle Surinamers, ben ik ervan overtuigd dat u kan tja, op morgen beter in die alles aan.
En zo keek je dus daarnet terug naar de speech die de voorzitter van de Nationale Partij Suriname, de heer Gregory Rusland, bij het afgelopen congres dat dus afgelopen zondag werd gehouden, waarbij de 51 kandidaten van de NPS werden gepresenteerd. U weet trouwens dat u aanstaande vrijdag we dus de nationale feestdag hebben, Holy Pagwa. En wij voeren u in ieder geval in deze komende muziekbreak terug naar in ieder geval, of tenminste we brengen u alvast een beetje in de Pagwa sfeer. En hopen dat u voor deze ochtend dus mag gaan genieten van onze Pagwa liter. Je kijkt nog steeds naar uw ochtendprogramma Maman Tentaki. Het was in principe de bedoeling dat mijn studiogast mevrouw Monique Schulz dus hier zou zijn vandaag om zo een beetje te vertellen over een van haar projecten. Jammer genoeg hebben we er dus niet gezien, maar misschien dat ze er morgen is. In ieder geval wil ik u voor vandaag nog een fijne dag toewensen en tot morgen. Danique van Varsseveld is signing off for today.